and welcome back to my channel. April Newly Me here, and we are doing a cook along this time. This would be my second time doing this. Super early in the morning, I just showed you my fake Starbucks, and we're going to head in the kitchen and we are going to be making egg bites. First time around, I did a breakfast casserole as a cook along. I'll link that in the iCard. And I just wanted to go ahead and do some egg bites. That's the one thing I did like about Starbucks. So yeah, I usually cook my bacon in the oven. I don't like getting popped by grease, so it goes in the oven, comes out great. I had these cherry tomatoes I wanted to use up before they went bad. I always have an onion and peppers in my house, and I have just gotten back into my spinach. I love me some spinach with scrambled eggs. It's the best combo ever. Put away my groceries. I do wash all my produce, fruits and vegetables in a vinegar water rinse to clean them off, but when I take them out the refrigerator, I don't know why I'm in the habit of just rinsing them off. And it's the best thing to do, I would say, in this recipe is to chop everything very, very tiny. So I was really trying to get things as tiny as possible without using the food processor, because I still wanted to actually see and taste, you know, the chunks of vegetables, if that makes sense. Another tidbit is, if you are cutting things like spinach, any kind of greens, roll them up and then slice them. They come out really thin and pretty and uniformed. Pepper and onions are something that I get literally every time I shop. Everything I cook, for the most part, 90% of it has some kind of bell pepper, onion, as well as celery. I cook a lot of southern food, and that is the holy trinity, so these are things that are readily always available to me. This is a great recipe also if you just want to get rid of some produce right before it goes bad, because you can literally put anything in these egg bites, much like the casserole. Staples that I get when I go to Sam's Club is this olive oil cooking spray, this non-cooking spray. You get two, I want to say, for about $5. Can't beat that. They're really big bottles that last forever. My muffin tin is a newer tin, so the slip is very good. It's non-stick, but just in case, these are all my veggies chopped up. I went a little heavy on the onions, but I love my onions. Like I said, this is a non-stick pan that I'm using, but just in case, I went ahead and sprayed each little circle with a little bit of spray, just because I didn't want to tear or to have a problem when I tried to get my muffins out. Pro tip, add a little bit of milk anytime you cook with eggs. It just makes the texture so much better, a lot more creamier. I just had to use up that little bit of milk, going back in there, as you see, with a little bit more. But like I said, even if you're making an omelet, scrambled eggs, it just makes it so much better. I'm using a little bit of my pink Himalayan salt. In a minute, you'll see me crack some freshly ground pepper. And this time I put a little bit of Miss Dash in there, just to be a little fancy, because I couldn't directly season the vegetables. Another thing, always try to scramble your eggs in a separate bowl or container. I know it's an extra step, I know it's an extra dish that you'll have to clean, but it makes a difference if you want everything uniform and you want to get that yolk as well as the egg white thoroughly combined. And that's how it looks after the fact. I am putting in some cottage cheese. A lot of people don't like cottage cheese. They look at me crazy when I say to use it, but you want to put something in there to give it some more creaminess, especially if you're going to be throwing in vegetables and things like that. I looked at the copycat recipe at Starbucks and it had cottage cheese. So if you don't want to use cottage cheese, I think, maybe sour cream may be a good substitute, but I hate sour cream. But there's my bacon. I only used 4 slices. They came out perfect and crispy. Just went ahead and chopped up the bacon, and there are my veggies. Now I saw 2 recipes, one where you mix everything in the bowl with your scrambled eggs, and another where you just do what I'm doing and put the vegetables in each one of the little containers. I chose to do it this way just because I wanted an even amount, or somewhat of an even amount, of my veggies in each egg bite, if that makes sense. I think when you mix them up with the eggs, there's no real way to make sure you're getting an equal amount in each egg bite. It was a little extra, but I would do it that way if I were you. So there, I'm just showing you all of the goodies that are in each of the eggs, and most of the stuff will float to the top, so it's not like all of that's going to be on the bottom. Like, everything is going to mix together and float to the top. As you can see here, the little white chunks are the cottage cheese, but I promise you cannot taste them, guys, for real. A lot of the recipes also mixed cheese in them, but I prefer to just have the cheese on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these bad boys in the oven, as you see me doing. I let it go for about 20 minutes at 375, and then you'll see what I do after this. How they look after 20 minutes, they were pretty much like 80% done. So what I did is I grated up some cheddar cheese, put a little dollop, well, a lot of dollop on each of the egg bites, put them back in the oven for about 10 minutes just to make sure everything, melted. I also like mine a little well done. I didn't want anything runny in the middle. So after 10 minutes, this is how they look. So cooking time was 30 minutes total. They were really good, y'all. The whole house smelled good. This is something that I will do again when I make casseroles and things like this. I like to make my breakfast for the whole week so I don't have to worry about it, and I can get to my house chores and my job. And there you have it. Those were my egg bites. I had it with some Tabasco sauce and some orange juice. I was kicking myself because I did not have any salsa or avocados. It would have been bomb with either one of those. But like I said, these are the egg bites. Next time I'll try them with little silicone cups. I wanted to do them straight from the pan because I like that little char, but I'll try it another way next time. Thank you guys for joining me, and until next time, guys, bye.